In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Looks like my hair is a little bit sleeky today. I don't know what's going on, but hey, welcome back. Superman in the house, and we're about to explore PulseChain, Bitcoin, of course. We're going to explore XGame, Gladiator games, Soil Token, Vouch, and quite a bit of other stuff. Actually, we've got quite a bit on the menu today. It's going to be pretty fun, and of course, the monster thread, number 23, is hot off the press. And so big shout out to MVS Crypto out there. He is doing a great job, and it is out and about. So if you haven't seen that, we're going to post that today and talk about that today. That'll probably be the last thing we do just about. So going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a little quick check on X1 from Jack Levin, the X1 chain, the fork of Solana. We're going to have a check that at the end of the live stream as well if we have time. I think we do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun indeed. All right, so let's get into it. Don't forget to get in the chat. But before you do that, don't forget to share the show around on X, and that is the link right there. So share the show on X and just hit the repost button, basically. Just go to the profile and hit the repost button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the follow button on X. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to smash the subscribe button as well. We're on 3 channels on YouTube. So stream, and smash the sub. Smash the subscribe there. All right, without further ado, let's get into the results as we go. So we're going to kick it off with the stock market. We're going to briefly have a look at what's happening there. So let's get into that and kick into gear. Let's kick into gear here. We got the S&P 500 rallies on cooling fears of a US-China trade war. So that's around the rare earths, remember, and licenses for that. So that's good news. Dow Jones there is up 1.3%, so a pretty good day in the Dow Jones, up 588 points. That's really good. 46,067. Remember, the Dow Jones, kind of the top 30 industrial firms. S&P 500 is up over 1.5%, so a real good move there. 102 points to 6,654, and the Nasdaq there is up 2.2%. So a real strong move there. 490 points to 22,694. So it does feel like after that Black Friday, crypto Black Friday, stock market Black Friday, that we're on for glory for the rest of the year. It does really look like that. So kind of cool. We got the US dollar there is at 99. It is up 0.25%, and that's a bit stronger there for the US dollar. The VIX there is down 12%. Looking at the West Texas there, it is at $59.66 oil barrel. Brent oil there $63.60. Both of them up slightly. Gold at the moment is at $4,134. So, once it broke 4,000, it's really starting to go on the races now. And up $4. Silver, $50.94. Can you believe it? Over $50 silver. Crazy. So pretty fantastic. If you've got a bag of silver, you're going to be loving it. You're going to be loving it. And of course, it's just breaking out. So it's probably going to have some hyper rally. It's going to be pretty exciting, guys. Good times. And we know that the White House is also working on commodities, right? So they're working on solutions for rare earths and other commodities, including agriculture, to diversify and back up away from China. And so that's pretty cool. Now, China does, dominate the manufacturing side of things, but actually there are other good deposits. I think Argentina is one of them. With good rare earth deposit, but you still have to manufacture them and process them, and it's a pretty dirty business processing rare earths. But you need it for everything in electronics, including the US military, so that's a pretty big deal. Trump cools his stance on China ahead of the meeting, of course, with President Xi. And of course, there's been a lot of drama around President Xi, and is there a power takeover and all that sort of stuff. We're going to see some probably action on that, I think, at the Penham, which I don't think it's on the 16th, so I think that's in 2 days' time. So that's the Chinese meeting there. And then there's 2 years until the next sort of round of communist voting, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that, you guys know. Excuse me, that's where we are right now. So Trump appeared to adopt a less strident stance on China, saying over the weekend that everything would be fine and that Washington was not looking to hurt China. The remarks pointed to a de-escalation of US-China trade tensions, which were dealt a blow on Friday following a social media post from Trump, which revived fears over a widespread trade war between the world's two largest economies. Beijing, at the same time, backed its export curbs on rare earth elements and equipment as a necessary reaction to US aggression, although it did not place new duties on US items. This latest dispute could still blow over if cool heads prevail, said Capital Economics. And we'll see. So China and the rare earths there. Obviously, rare earths are required for everything in the modern society. So, it's a big deal. Trump had to make a stand on that for sure. But there is clearly a risk that both sides may dig in their heels, expecting their opponent to fold first. While the Chinese economy has proven more resilient in the face of US tariffs than many had feared, there is still significant potential downside from a rift in the US. Now, that's not completely true. There's lots of problems with the Chinese economy. It's probably growing at 1% at max. And we can see that a lot of shipbuilding and everything else is just left idle. So they have got a lot of issues there. So we'll see how that all plays out. All right, so we're going to jump down here a little bit further down and see what else we've got. So that's kind of where we are right now on the old stock market and economics. But let's have a look at the Fed rate monitor, see where interest rates are tracking. So we've got 2 weeks and 1 day to go until the next Fed meeting on the 29th. So put that in your calendar, 29th of October. We've got 98% expecting a 25 basis point rate cut. So that's kind of cool, down to 4%. And in December, we've got 89% expecting another 25 basis points cut. So that would be our 75 basis points altogether by the end of the year. And that would get us to 3.75% on the federal fund rate. Of course, inflation's probably around about 2.9%. So that's well above. And normally a good rule of thumb is 1 to 1. And that is still well above. And of course, we know the Fed was late to move and did the fastest rate rise in history. We also know that they're going to be slow to move, and therefore that's going to cause unnecessary damage. Fortunately for the world, Trump is the president, and he is doing the right economic strategy moving forward for the most part. So good times. Now in January, of course, we're starting to get more of the market expecting another rate cut into next year, 51%. So we are on that rate cut cycle, right? So that's kind of good news there. In March, we've got how we're going there. Yeah, we've got a part of the market expecting another rate cut down to 3.25, but that's a bit too slow, right? A bit too slow by March. We really probably should need that by the end of the year. So instead of 75 basis points, we should probably get at least 125 basis points, which is 1.25 percentage point, right? But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on there. On that one. All right, so that is the rate cuts. So rate cuts cycles on. Lower interest rates mean everything gets to thrive. Trump's got the oil prices down, so that means the whole economy can thrive, the physical economy. But getting interest rate downs means that the money economy can really thrive. And of course, we also know we've got record money printing supply, right? So you want a lot of money around, cheap money, and therefore, risk on, right? Boom, boom, boom. That's what we want, and that means that all the commodities, stock market, and crypto can really fly. So right time, right place. Even though we've had a pretty messy kind of adjustment period under Trump, because he's had to fix up a lot of problems that the Democrats and globalists and Marxists have put us in. It was a bit of tough love. It looks like we're starting to emerge out of that, like a butterfly about to break out chrysalis there. So it looking good. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now. And of course, Trump there. Over in the Middle East and Israel and I think Qatar or UAE, one of those two places, and of course went in and got the hostages out from Gaza and Hamas, and then of course Hamas going around and kill some of their own people when their deal's done. Typical terrorists, really. And but Trump getting a lot of praise from all the leaders in the Middle East and around the world. The peacemaker president. God bless the peacemaker. That is where we are right now. So pretty impressive. And peace in the Middle East. Well, for a time, right? For a time. We all know that the Bible tells us that there's going to be some pretty brutal wars coming towards the end, and all the settings for those are there. The irony about prosperity during the Trump period is that it's going to be the golden age of America. It's going to be an absolute boom. But of course, he's also setting up all the things that you need to control people to, which is the irony about it all, right? So it's AI everywhere, right? AI everywhere. AI warehouses are being built everywhere. I mean, we're talking trillions of dollars, right? $18 trillion raised so far. A lot of it's going into AI technology. And as soon as evil people get hold of that stuff, right, what are they going to do? Control you. And of course, if you guys have read the book of Revelations and Daniel's and Ezekiel, you guys know where things are heading. And we've got a lot of pre-foundations. Now, we always often get a few little near examples before we get the actual thing. So just note that. It's kind of where we are right now. All right, so pretty interesting times. Let's jump away from that to crypto and get into the big screen. So we've got 4.05 trillion in a market cap right now, up 1.1%. We've got 19,211 coins. We've got Bitcoin right now at $115,540. That is up 0.5%. We've got Ethereum at $4,262, up 3.3%. We got the BNB up 0.2%, at $1,291. What a run for BNB, right? What a run for BNB. XRP right now at number 5, up 3.5% at $2.61. Solana up 6.1% at $208. We've got number 9 is Doge up 4% at 21.5 cents. We've got Tron at number 10 up 0.3% at 32.3 cents. So those are our top 10. And they're all over $30 billion. Cardano or ADA down there is up 4.9% at 73 cents, but it's quite a bit behind now. Tron and Doge, so it's really slipped the gun there for the time being. It may have a catch-up play, we'll see, but it's at 26.8 billion right now. So that is our top 10. Moving to our top 100. Actually, let's before we do that, let's go to the best performer. Well, clearly, best performer over the week for the top 10 is BNB, up 5.5%. But looking at the top 100, we've got Zcash up 60%. At number 1, it's ranked number 43 right now. Zcash. Number 42 is Tensor Tau, and that's up 24% for the week, 18% today. So most of that today. BNB at number 3, of course, and then of course Wrap BNB at number 4, and Tether Gold. So gold obviously on a run over 4K, 4,100, and that's up 3.6% for the week at number 90. So those are your top 5 out of the top 100. Moving the top movers out of the top 1,000, we've got BNB Attestation Service, we've got Nockchain, and we've got Humanity. I might have a quick look at Nockchain there. So let's have a quick look at that. It is currently number 547, and it's just broken away. Look at that. So it launched, seems like August the 22nd, and it has just run away in the last couple of days from 2.9 cents up to 7.6 cents. So pretty good there on the old Nockchain. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we? Nock is programmable digital gold that scales. Okay, so Nockchain mainnet is live. Read the docs, start mining. So that's interesting. Start mining there on the old Nockchain. So a quick look at that. It's got a GitHub there. Read the docs. Got the docs there. So Nockchain there. The elements of Nockchain ecosystem reinforce each other. So that is it there, right there. Zero knowledge proof, programmable sound, store of value. Applicable framework there. They got the Nock token from the looks of it. That is the mix. So there are a lot of details. We're not going to go through all that, but if that's of interest to you, check it out. So that is currently worth $96 million right now, and sitting at number 540 or so on the rank. So that is pretty much it right now. It's actually just moved it to number 1. Trending is Aster, and a lot of people are interested in Aster out there. Synthetics and Opera AI, of course, doing really well around the AI there. So yeah, total market cap 4.049 trillion, up 1.2%, and Bitcoin there at well, let's talk about Bitcoin a bit more. Let's go to the chart, and we can see Bitcoin at the moment. So let's take off the overlays. We've got a lot of overlays on there. Let's take those off, and we can see that we are pushing back to the 50-day moving average on Bitcoin, which is currently 115,700, and we're pretty much just below that right now at 115,435. We bounced off the 200-day moving average a couple of days ago, and which is 108,000, and we're on the up. So kind of cool. And I guess we've got a nice sort of consolidation zone there. That was pretty good, given the little Black Friday event, and game on for the next move. So kind of cool. That's Bitcoin. Ethereum at the moment, we're moving into that second phase, right? Second phase for Ethereum. Take off the overlays, and we're back at the 50-day as well. In fact, we're pretty much on the 50-day. I think, it's 4,253. We're at 4,260, so it's just on it right now. Pretty looking similar to the Bitcoin in terms of the averages and the location. So looking good there for Ethereum as well. And let's go to what's driving Ethereum to some degree. Of course, it's the strategic ETH reserves, and we see a new disclosure from the 11th. This is a couple, 2 days old, I guess. And that is Bitminer Mission. 202,000 more Ethereum they have accumulated. As I said, when Ethereum's down at 3,700, 3,800, you can bet your bottom dollar that Tom Lee is buying. And I saw a post out on X saying, "Oh, well, everyone was upset about the Black Friday, but the comment was, we all know Tom Lee's buying." That was the comment. I thought that was fantastic. So yeah, Tom Lee is buying, and that's hilarious, right? Hilarious. So 202,000 more Ethereum picked up by Bitminer Mission, and we've got another disclosure there. So what are they at now? They're over 3 million. So they're at 3 million now. 3,030,000 from the looks of it, and it's game on. They've still got lots of cash on hand, and they're spending it all on buying Ethereum and becoming the sovereign put, right? So arguably they've got to go buy twice as much as this. So they got 3 million, they're going to buy 6 million, right, for 5%. So they're still only halfway, and we can see that there on the target there, 50%, which is pretty awesome. Now we also know Sharplink Gaming said that they were going to increase from 1 million to also go for 5%, which is also means that they're targeting 6 million. At the moment, they're only 14% the way, right? They've only got 838,000. So they're all probably, trying to get all these billions of dollars they're going to need to go and buy Ethereum, right? So that's pretty cool. So Bitminer Mission already got their money coming in. And the other one that was going to buy a lot was Nexus down here at number 14. They were looking to raise a huge amount of money, but I think 5 billion it was. And so they've done a minor addition, but really we're waiting for the big purchase. And that will put them up here at number 2, right, with Sharplink is. So Sharplink, if Sharplink does go to their 5%, of course, that means they're going to stay above. They're going to keep up with Bitminer Mission to some degree. So there, that's kind of where we are right now on the old marks there. And we also got we got these numbers here of 10% of ETH supply by a couple of these, but I just don't know about that. I just haven't seen those targets. I don't know where they got them here on Strategic ETH Reserve. So that is where we are right now. So 5.9 million ETH is now in the Strategic ETH Reserves, and that is $25 billion, right? $25 billion. So yeah, I think we've also got someone made a new site called for PulseChain, and that is a Strategic Pulse Reserve, which I've always been up and on about. You guys know it. Said why? Well, we're a full system fork of PulseChain. Why don't we have that too? So here it is. Here you can't actually see it because I might have to go to this view so you can actually see the whole thing. But we've got the Grays currency at the moment and Pulse Send in there at the moment. So those are the two treasuries, but there's tons of them that could go in here. It'd be really cool to see this grow. They're really cool to see this grow, and we can talk about that more and more. So if you're a team out there, or if you know people, trying to get them listed on the Strategic Pulse Reserve, and I'm going to post the link to this in the chat there in case you guys want to, get people added. All we have to do is hit the join the movement button at the top right there, and you'll be able to, participate, add that in. I think we have to click that, just add that in there. Pretty cool. All right, so that is where we are right now with the Strategic ETH Reserve, and we've got the Strategic Pulse Reserve, which is kind of cool. Someone set that up, so that's nice. All right, so that is looking pretty good, and that is currently worth $25 billion, and it's 4.88% of the total supply now is in SERs, which is pretty cool. All right, so that is pretty much it for the markets there. Let's go to PulseChain, shall we? And we've got Pulse right now on day 885. So PulseChain was a full system stake fork of Ethereum on the 30th of May 2023, and now we're 885 days later. And talking about later, we got Frank White announced it. Bang, bang, Pulse gang. Hey, good to see you, Frank White. Thought I was going to sneeze there for a moment. And welcome. So we've got Pulse at the moment at quadruple 033, up 3.18%. So we've got little green candles today. We're waiting for those, 20, 30% days, aren't we? We're all waiting for the 20-30% day after day after day for at least a week. Those are the sort of things people are looking for. But we are getting a bit of a sentiment change, and I think people can feel that. Quadruple 0224 on PulseX is up 3.4%, and we've got the buy and burn at 7.89%. So we've gone up slightly there too, 7.89% on the buy and burn for PulseX. At the moment, we've got the ratio to Pulse at 0.68. So that's kind of where we're right now. One Pulse will buy you 1.47 PulseX. Ink token right now, $1.31, down 1.6%. And Hex at the moment is back over 7/10 of a penny. Had a good little run yesterday, right? So if you picked it up, it was below 6/10 of a penny and ran really nicely. So it's up 1.4% today, so it's easing off. So not really getting a big move, right? We had a nice little day relief rally really on a lot of the Richard cores. But that's kind of where we are right now. Now, Rack and Rochelle put out a post about staying in the Richard Hart cause, and I agree with that. But ironically, he's got his CoinWhale coming out, and of course there's Breer out there as well, which he was supporting. So we'll see where all that lies. But you can't go too wrong with the Richard Hart cause, can you? So there we go. The other big thing, of course, we've seen from Richard Hart, a number of updates around the Block Explorer. And of course, that has the 404 contracts. Everyone's, talking about the conspiracy, or at least, conspiracy is often true, right? So, depending on the way you're using the term, but we've got the 404s there. Everything's getting duplicated, copied over. So we're going to see what Richard Hart's got up his sleeve with that sort of thing coming up soon. So we'll see. We obviously got the bridge upgrade, and also, so we had the Explorer upgrade with the 404s, and everyone's talking about that. We got the bridge upgrade, and then we got Go Pulse, right? And it looks like that's also being adapted as well by some of the teams for Go Pulse. So kind of cool. It's particularly around validators, right? Wookie's in on the rewind. Hey, Wookie, good to see you. Back, welcome to the chat there. He's our community leader. All hail Wookie, the man, the myth, and the legend from the south. He's from the south. All right, south of the wall. South of the wall. It literally is south of the wall. If you have the Cook Strait as the wall, then it's he's definitely there. He could be a White Walker, or in this case, a Wookiee Walker, one of the two. We got that's where we are. Let's move on. Gas prices. We got gas prices right now 2.5 million beats. We're at 3 cents for a Pulse swap, so it's a little bit on the more expensive side these days. And of course, if Pulse goes back to the main sacrifice price, then that's going to be 3 times that. It's going to be 10 cents basically. We had about 2.5 million beats. It'll be about 10 cents for a Pulse swap. So everyone get ready to pay, slightly higher prices for your transactions, because if you want the bull market, that's where we're going. And we go up and away. We could end up having a couple of dollars paying for transactions on PulseChain. So just take note of that. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. We got validators right now, 53,200, pretty similar to what we've had the last couple of days. In the bridge, this is what we're really looking forward to, right? The bridge needs to see a turn. It needs to see a turn. We're not there yet, guys. I'm sad to say. We've still had negative outgoings most of the time. Occasionally we get some, ETH coming in and stuff like that. But, we are still struggling there with the old stablecoins. And it's just one of the main indicators, not the only indicator, because obviously we have all these stables and things on PulseChain that can move the market. But we are kind of watching the general sentiment. And of course, things can turn around fast. We can have a lot of capital come over the bridge pretty fast as well. So I'm not saying that. And of course, we've got all these, modified alternatives like Liberty Swap and others out there. But at the moment, we've got ETH is up about over the last week. So I've got the snapshot from the 8th. We're currently on the 14th. So, what's that? 6 days. And we've got ETH is actually up about 120 Ethereum, just about approximately 120 Ethereum higher. So that's good news. But unfortunately, our DAI is down. Our DAI and stables are down. So the ETH is up, but the stables are down. So we're down about 350,000. Was it $450,000? Sorry, on DAI. 450,000 down on DAI. USDC is down 866,000 on USDC. So that's pretty significant. So you're talking about 1.4 million just on those two stables. USD Tether is also down about 260. So what's that, about 1.6 million down or something like that. But we're offset partly by the ETH that's come in. So with another, 120 ETH. So that's partly offset that. But that's we definitely want to see a reversal on that. It's just one of the key indicators. Doesn't stop us necessarily pumping, but definitely want to see a reversal in the capital flow, right? And we have got the good sentiment turning. I think that's a good start. We want to get the people sentiment turning, and then a bit of some of the star protocols operating, and that creates some excitement. And then we start to hopefully get some capital flows there too. That's where we're right now. Looking at the Treasury, we've got Treasury right now going on. We've got we're now back in the money. We've only got 161,000 ETH now because of the over 5,000 ETH that got moved around. and we're up 9% right now, $57.5 million, sitting at $685 million. And of course, you want to leave most of that there, in my view, because you want to turn that into billions, right? Let the rest of the market pump that bags, and then you can use it in more smart ways. Maybe fractionalize, maybe shaving some off for pumping, all sorts of things you could do with that. So we'll see what the playbook. We've obviously got this 404 idea going around as well. So we'll see what happens. Maybe some of that shaved off ETH is part of that plan. We'll see. All right, so that's kind of where we are there with GoPulse. We're going to jump into some news, though, before we get into the rest of the markets, and that is Liberty Swap. So Liberty Swap here opening up all the floodgates, opening up to liquidity and to different chains to come onto PulseChain. So it's pretty exciting. They had an update about their results. So in just about 4 months since early June, Liberty Swap has helped bridged in 22.7 million USDC into PulseChain and supported over $40 million in trading volume across stablecoins and PulseChain assets, all without requiring liquidity from users. Funds remain safe and everything is aligned with PulseChain's security model to continue. I had a drink there. To continue improving liquidity and trading experience. That's pretty weird. That's the first time I've done that, is it? We recently introduced ETH pairs and will soon add Pulse pairs to make cross-chain trading smoother. And this is what we're really excited. There's ETH pairs, and this is the next level. So you want your stables, then you want ETH pairs in your Pulse, and that's huge, guys. Strengthening PulseChain liquidity, reducing risk to PulseChain users and the assets. The market was down. Market has shown growing trust in Liberty Swap and PulseChain. We will continue. We will keep working hard to deliver useful products and building last value for the community. So some people say this is related to Richard Hart, so you can decide. But anyway, 39.3 million USDC right now, and we've got the inflows there from PulseChain and outflows there. So $27.7 million in. And you can see 53% from Ethereum, and that was why 53% from Ethereum, and they're opening up ETH now too, right, guys? So that's a big boom there. So it's going to be really good. Early signs are pretty positive, and then of course outflows to base chain. Interesting enough, 52%. So this is kind of telling us there's a lot of base chain users coming over, and also to some extent BSC as well. 33%. So that's pretty interesting. Outflow to those two chains, but inflow mostly from Ethereum. Interesting, right? So that is pretty cool. I think that's it. Now, someone said amazing privacy features soon. As we know, the second part of their roadmap, besides opening up all the blockchains, 30, 40 blockchains plus all the assets that we've got flying, to liquidity. They said November. Looks like November will be a big one. Railgun integration could have a massive impact on PulseChain's utility and trading volume in the future. Things are about to get exciting. So there we go, guys. That's a little bit of a sneak peek around that. So Railgun, privacy, and all the rest of it. Cool. Now, we did have something else from them that I'm going to talk about. Well, Crypto Coffee's all going all peacock now, so that's great. What else we got? How Peacock burn works. So obviously Peacock's been getting a lot of love, and this is very important because we want blue chip type of projects on PulseChain. The more we have, then the stronger the chain will be. And Peacock there has got now a DeFi meme, right, or meme-fi, and it is now being backed by all the fees that they earn across these bridges, and of course the bridge is expanding rapidly into ETH and Pulse and multiple chains, and therefore they're using it and they've just automated it, right? I think it starts today. No, it could be tomorrow, actually. And on Tuesday, I think it was, so it could be tomorrow. They, of course, were automating all those fee burns, so Peacock can get a lot of love there. And that means that, Peacock becomes a meme-fi, right? Not just a meme, but a meme-fi. And that could be a premium top blue chip protocol on PulseChain, which is pretty cool. So how the Peacock burn works, there will be many mechanisms built around Peacock during both bull and bear markets to actively reduce their circulating supply. The first strategy we will launch in the coming days is our cross-chain swap system for Peacock. That's based at PulseChain to Solana and back again. This strategy naturally allows traders to bridge their Peacock to base and pair it with USDC or ETH to earn trading fees. If they are motivated to make money, they will compete to provide liquidity. So, get people, putting it into other pools and other chains. It all helps to, suck out the supply, I guess, in that way, or at least lock it in Similarly, traders can bridge their Peacock to Solana and do the same. Solana has many protocols. Remember, Solana is not an EVM chain, right? So remember that. So it's pretty cool. So it's a SVM chain. Has many protocols that let users earn trading fees by adding liquidity, which increase the overall demand for Peacock cross systems. So not only is the sort of sinking supply to some degree in other chains, you're also getting more demand as well. So it's about to go through boom time, isn't it? As Peacock continues to rise, price differences between blockchains will appear. In the past, it was difficult for bots to fill these gaps. Now, with LibertySwap, price synchronization happens instantly. This attracts trading bots that actively move funds between blockchains. The more popular Peacock becomes, the more cross-chain trading activity will generate activity. This activity drives organic burns through our swap system, and this is just one of the strategies on the burn side. We have more ideas to make Peacock naturally deflationary over the years. One day, Peacock might have the total supply similar to ETH or BNB. Who knows? So that is the mark there. Now, you guys know that Peacock is a pump tide, so it's only had 1 billion tokens. So if they can get rid of it, that's going to lift it up. Now, there will be a battle on PulseChain, and the battle will be who is the number one meme, who is the big famous meme, who becomes viral meme. Right, who do people talk about when they think about PulseChain? Oh man, if they've got Pepe on this chain, what have they got on PulseChain? Is it Peacock? Is it that, or is it one of the other meme coins that are on PulseChain? Now, obviously, not all the meme coins are going to have DeFi behind them, right? So we're going to see. Will Coinwell and Coinaki back Bria? When will Bria become, the big meme coin, or will we have 2 or 3 big meme coins? So this is sort of the beginning of that battle of the meme coins, and of course we know that every chain kind of needs at least one, if not a couple, of really high-profile memes, and that drives a lot of capital and retail excitement, as well as potentially institutions over time when they think of it's a big deal. So yeah, traders love earning fees from providing liquidity and trading on Solana and Base. Many creative tools let them do that. However, the lack of reliable and resilient tokens for long-term holding has kept many of them on the sidelines. And this is what they're solving with this issue around Peacock and making it a meme. A meme-fi or DeFi meme. So with the constant buy-side pressure from our protocol, traders can finally have peace of mind to expand their Peacock strategies across PulseChain and other chains to earn more money. So very, very cool stuff there. So that's why we're talking about it, because I wanted you, keep if you're busy, you don't get to see all this stuff. So hopefully this opening your eyes to a bit of stuff that's actually happening around the chain. And these guys are becoming, key players, blue chip players, as I would call it. So pretty awesome there. So that is from Peacock, and obviously they're pretty good with their marketing. They're out all the time, posting, which is pretty cool. They actually do better than a lot of meme groups out there, and I guess even though they're a bridge and swapping everything else they do, it is pretty exciting where they're heading right now. Posting stuff like this. If you love PulseChain, use LibertySwap and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. And they're on to the next thing. I'm just trying to see whether they got anything else that I haven't seen. Let's have a look here. So they seem to have some relationship with Just the Pulse Guy as well. They're doing a lot of stuff around Just the Pulse Guy, which we'll talk about in the markets. And I think that's it for the time being. So yeah, pretty big deal there. Now, Hex Scout has also been pretty busy. Now, Hex Scout does the Hex portfolio, and they've been helping onboard along with the Germans. Wie geht's? Guten Morgen. All right, so we got Hyperlane just smashed a new daily milestone, 100 million volume on PulseChain. Now, Hyperlane, of course, has access up to 70 chains. I think they've just got to set up liquidities for them, but pretty established. And looks like PulseChain has finally, with this new launch of Hyperlane, done $100,000 in volume. So pretty cool. Actually, 450% Hyperlane growth over the previous daily high, and we're only halfway through the day, meaning Ramp Now is testing. Meanwhile, Ramp Now, which is another one of our bridges, or let's say swapping sites, is testing its US fiat on-ramp, set to go live this week, guys. So we're going to have another fiat on-ramp coming live, expanding high-speed fiat access from the EU to the world. So the EU, the European Union, to the world. PulseChain keeps winning. So but very, very exciting stuff there. And I'm going to, fantastic. Go PulseChain. All right, so that is very cool. So there we've got some data stuff there they're following the data there. All All right, so that's some cool stuff there. Hyperlane is built to move millions a day on PulseChain, and nothing less is the goal. So awesome stuff. Into the millions, guys. So that's what we want. We want the millions to come and millions to flow, and that is from Hex Scout. So another awesome update there. All right, let's get to the markets. We're at $22.2 million, so not too bad. We've been up here a couple of times now in the 2020s, and we've got 480,000 transactions, which is pretty awesome. And I think it was outlined possibly in the monster thread, but we had the first day in October with 500,000 transactions. I think, was it yesterday? Or the day before? It was one or two. I think it was yesterday. 500,000 transactions. That's pretty awesome. Typically, we've been floating between 250 and 350, somewhere in that ballpark, generally speaking. So now we're at 480. So we're really starting to push up the volume there. That's kind of cool. We just need prices to start really running away. That's what people are after, right? And then once you get all that, people are a lot happier and spend more, and the rest of it all sort of self propels itself. And we're looking forward to that. At the moment, we've got new coins. Now, I'm not endorsing any new coin, as you guys know. We're just going through what's trending. And some of the, occasionally, we will have a scam coin, honeypot or something in the top there. So just be careful. At the moment, we've got this Noah coin launched. I haven't looked at it all, the website or anything. Sometimes I do get to look at them, but I haven't looked at this one. But it is out now, and it's a retail play. Now, one of the things about this is that we're getting a lot of coins, right? We're getting a lot of coins launching all the time, and if you like to play the DGN stuff, do it. But also, make sure it's only a small percentage of your portfolio. Don't play with 100% of your bags on DGN stuff, particularly now at this time of the cycle, right? We've got all this bullish stuff happening. We're expecting a very bullish next sort of 6 to 9 months. Don't make sure if you're going to play DGen, 5% of your portfolio, something like that. And the rest of it, keep secure in other wallets and stuff like that. Always play with DGen wallets because you just never might get into a honeypot, all sorts of things that are out there that are trying to get your money. And now they can use AI as well, right? So they can use AI to trick you, AI websites, AI stuff, and they can make it look like the best thing since sliced bread. So just take extra care. That's my encouragement there. All right, we've got gas money right now at number 3 is up 40%. So we've got a bit of OG WebChef on the move today. Dominance as well. OG WebChef there up 40% too. So we've got some bit of a rise there for them. And then we got Saw Sun Minimeal, the big corporate there, making a big move overnight. And it was very obvious yesterday that was going to make a bit of a punch. And we had some big increases in volume, 178K in volume. So Sun Minimeal on the move again. Remember, these guys have got massive treasuries, probably in excess of $10 million is my guess. So yeah, that is they could move this chart to the moon if they wanted. They could make this $1 if they wanted, pretty easy. It's at 7 cents right now. So Sun Minimeal on the move. And if you're in Strategy Club, congratulations. It's just patience. But that's a play. Now, if you haven't gotten the Strategy Club, I do highly suggest you join up. The link's in the video description. Only $35 a month, so that's a really great value, and you get lots of intel. So if you're busy during the week, I'm posting a lot of stuff there. As you guys know, I cover pretty much most of PulseChain. I don't get to do everything, of course. I'm not everywhere all at once, but I cover most of it, and you get some of the insights there posted into the Strategy Club. So get in there, folks, and get access to the top 10 index as well for PulseChain. So kind of cool. We've got Fast Abdul Now's there. I'm here for the tech. He's working on a lot of projects right now and doing a good job, and also on a lot of streams too. So keep up the great work there, Fast Abdul. NJ says we need OG WebChef to come through and save my portfolio, to be honest. Yeah, well, quite a few people did get into OG WebChef, and I'm waiting for some sort of recovery. They did apparently change their algorithms a couple of days ago or something. So maybe that's starting to play into that. So that's good news for people out there with a lot of OG WebChef stuff. It is high risk, high volume sort of plays those, but certainly a couple of months back they were the talk of the town for several months. Howdy Superman? Mike sounds a bit different today, does it? Does it sound different? There we go, there's the mic. Probably because I haven't got it set up on its balancing system. Maybe that's it. I'll try and do it now while we're live. I'm going to reset it. Just a moment. Give me a moment, caller. It takes a little second to drop up there. But that's Sun Minimeal. So it's doing pretty well, guys. And this thing could start running away. So let's have a look at on the weekly. That's the weekly chart. So you can sort of see it starting on the move. And no doubt the RSIs are real friendly. So look, Yeah, RSI, look at that on the weekly, down at 56, so a lot of room. Daily, it is getting overbought now, so 84. So let's see if it has a consolidation here. But, it could keep elevated for a little bit. We shall see. We shall see. 4 hourly, it's definitely hot, so you might want to wait for it to breathe a little bit here at this level. Those RSIs, they're generally your friend, your best friend. Let's have a look here. Let me just get the mic ready. And let's see if that changes it for you, Brennan. All right, so that's all Sun Mini on the move, our big corporate and food corporate in the EU. We got Firewell at the moment on the move, so at 0005, up 19%. So Firewell there took a little bit of a time to move, but I think it started to move, yeah. So there we go. That is Firewell, and it's up quite nicely from 0003 to 0005 over the last 4 days, is it? Yeah, about 4 days. So 63 days, let's say, 61%. So finally moved. That's the one that Firewell owns the least of, right? So he had only when he launched it had about 55% of it. So compared to the other two other pump ties that he launched, of course, SolidX and XGame itself, and then of course there's the actual staking XGame as well, which is yellow token. So that's kind of where we are right now. XGame itself, of course, have done extremely well, up 19%. And look, we got a little warning from him. So let me go to the X account. We've got a little warning. We call it warning. Yeah, warning. I'm not sure if it's on this account though. We'll have to see on this one. No, but I did want to talk about this anyway. So XGame, we do have. Let me just get rid of that. We do have final phase before launch. So this came out earlier today. So this is just over almost 5 hours ago. Final phase before launch. As you guys know, I have been playing it on the live show. But final phase before launch, everything's lining up perfectly. Are you ready? So yeah, it's also on Telegram, right? Which is, there's 1 billion monthly average users on Telegram. So we've got about 560 monthly average users on X. So that's huge potential audience there, as well as the internet, right? Just the general web. Yeah, pretty exciting. I've been on there a couple of days. I played it on live. Probably do it again at some stage. Not sure if we'll do it now because it loses a lot of GPU and shuts down my video. But apart from that, it's not bad. So that is XGame, and that could be the first big viral game on PulseChain, right? So it's got all the right backings. Firewell is backing it with probably advertising promotion, with whole KOL network, multi-chain, base chain, the founder of base chain, all the PulseChain guys will be all over it, right? So it's kind of cool. And it could be a big deal. Now, I've played this on Crash Game, which is the first game out under the XGame brand, and I've played that on Bitfury for years. So if you've been on Bitfury, you would have seen that. Now, Trayvon, years ago, when Bitfury was launched, he used to be big in Bitfury, right? Which is a centralized crypto casino, very professionally run, and they had a crash. And this is even better; like it's a better game, so it looks even better than that. So kind of cool, and it's decentralized, right? So nice. All right, so that is where we are right now on the old XGame, and we're running XGame Portal, so we're supporting that as a community. We've got our own community for that. But I did want to say that Firewell was saying if you want to sell, I should go find it. Actually, I want to see that so that I can show you guys. Let me just find it first. And then I'll pull it up for rendition there. Let me Firewell, I think it is Firewell. Yeah, let's pull that up, and we're going to put that into Chrome. All right, bam. So Firewell said something about this. He said 1 hour ago. This is just 1 hour ago. So hold off the press. Don't you love it when things are just come out? But hold off the press there. He said, think twice before you sell your XGame, guys. You might be forced. Someone will come into your room. Force you to buy high there. So take note. That is from Firewell there. So yeah, fun times ahead. Now that is where the play. Now at the moment, it looks like we're getting some sort of we have not looked like we are. We're getting some massive rotation from SolidX right into XGame. So SolidX, of course, will have its day in the sun with the staking and everything else, all the profit sharing. So we're going to keep a tab on that. But at the moment, there's been a lot of rotation. Not just from SolidX, but probably from other projects too, as people chase the biggest thing, right, which is in like XGame, for example. All right, so that's kind of the play there at number 10, and that's up 13% at 3.7 cents, which I don't know. Did we say it was the high? I don't know if we did. Yeah, not quite the high there, but the high so far has been 4.3 cents. So absolutely powering it as the old XGame, absolutely powering up. All right, let's jump over to the next one. We've got Liberty. Well, Liberty, we just had it swapped there, but Liberty there at number 10 now too, because just swapped it out. DevCoin there up by 12% there. Trump token up 12% there. RSI up 11.6%. Kcognito up 11%. Vouch at number 15. I've got Vouch on the title, right? I've talked about XGame and Source on Minimal. We got Vouch though. And so Vouch has got some news. So Vouch, of course, is another blue chip, right? So we're getting these blue chips on PulseChain. I'm going to make a list of these, so you know, sort of decide whether I'm right about them. But I think that I am. So we're gonna have a look at the old X account and bring up the old Vouch because they had a brand new disclosure, and we love disclosures. That's what you get for blue chips. You get disclosures. So I don't know, you guys decide. So we got the price at the moment for Vouch. Starting to rise off that pullback and the 4 zeros 3,500. We're now at 4 zeros 5,500. So a nice little move there. And this is the daily chart. And we've had a nice little move, 50% over the last 4 or 5 days. So not bad. But the news was out and we got a new update, right? So 14 hours ago. It's been a crazy week in crypto, but we're still here, says Vouch. We've added another 104 validators. Revenue from Vouch buys and sells and validator rewards are continuing to flow into the protocol. So, you know, we got more sophisticated, more clever, and large systems that are now buying up the coin. So you got this continual buy pressure, which is kind of the holy grail of crypto, right? Getting this buy pressure. So yeah, pretty cool. So Vouch is performing exactly as expected. Just wait until PulseChain starts pumping. That's right. So number one validator on PulseChain is Vouch. 150 billion Pulse stakes, so $5.1 million. It has 4,685 validators, and it's got 367 community validators, 11% APR, and 11% 1 year as well. So, you know, if you got a large portfolio and you want to come in instead of earning, 0.5% or 1% in the bank or whatever it is, you can come in and earn 11% as a Vouch holder, right? So there we go. That is pretty cool. So not bad. So it's Vouch, and it's at number 15 right now. Or 16 right now. It keeps moving around. But we've got Communists at number 17, and everyone loves the Communists. Everyone loves the Communists. We got PTC the Greys at number 19. It's up 7.7%, and it had a bit of a little rally yesterday, right? And it's still holding up. But we're going to find the main pair. I think it's a bit further down. We've got Shadow right now up 7.4%. Gas Station, another OG Web Chef at 2.21, 7.3%. Teddy Bear there from James and Marie up 7%. Their Dot Token up 6.8%. Most Wanted there up 6.7%. So a lot of RH pump tile memes. Top Hat there from Crypto Coffee up 6%. And that's on the move, right? And of course, it has a big peacock, this paired with peacock. So, you know, there's a lot of bat chats going, right? A lot of bat chats, a lot of setups going. But the peacock, you know what I mean, right? You decide to pair up with Peacock well early, right? Okay, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that out there in the ether. Fast Abdul knows what I'm talking about. He knows it. All right, so we got that in the play. We got Pulse Guy up 5.25%, and Pulse Guy's got a X Space coming up. So I think if you you want to be on the frontier of stuff, you should probably go and watch the X Space there with Pulse Guy. It's up 5% there. Number 29, of course, PulseX, and number 30 is Surf Token from, you guessed it, Crypto Paradise, the other big channels that do daily shows. We are getting more. Of course, we've got Dave Feder now doing weekday shows, and then we have quite a few other influencers doing regular shows like RH Max and others. But here we are at 57 hundredth of a penny on the old Surf Token. So a little bit of a rebound the last 3 or 4 days on that too. Kind of cool. Now, obviously, we're not looking at the pulse ratio, and it's the key ratio you should always look at with all these charts. And sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. We're just doing US dollar prices at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. Most of these are, up against Pulse, right? Because Pulse was only up like 2% or something. So most of all these are up above that. Phoenix at number 33 is up 4.6%. Remember from Edgy Web Chef, number 34 up 4.6%. We've got PulseX, we've got PTC UFO, we've got Pump Tires Die up 3%. We've got Unity from Crypto Graphics. It's going to have to adjust in price. I wouldn't be buying it off the market. It's up to you what you do, but I just let that thing flow. And we're up to 3%. We've got Curve token right now up 2.8%. Hex is there as well at 41, and then we've got Bria there from the I guess Mr. Racker Michelle, and so this one here is really reliant on Coinwell and Coinaki. So this is going to be very important for them to have this pump. Now, I did see Ms. Rochelle put out Bria as it's going to be the AI coin, I think, for Coinwell. I think it's Coinwell as well. Of course, they're going to battle the memes. That's funny. Battle of the memes on Coinaki, and I'm looking forward to that because I will be covering that. If they set it up real nice that I can stream that, I'll be doing that from Coinaki. And so yeah, that is Quadruped 256 right now. So we'll see. Hasn't had the Peacock magic. Now Peacock and Bria have had this ongoing fight to each other. Of course, Bria's getting all the limelight now, but Peacock's getting all the limelight. But will Coinwell and Coinaki give Bria the chance to shine? We shall see. Now, Rackham said he was going to pick a lot of this up at 400k. That hasn't happened from what I can tell on here. So we'll see. The timing is everything. They've deferred everything, right? So we did get some intel. Do you guys want it? Do you guys want the intel? With all that preamble, do you guys want intel? Let's go. Okay, the intel's coming. Magical time. All right, intel is that the expected launch from Coinwell is early November. So that is from someone in the team. So that's cool, and you can find that little source there in the Coinwell chat. So there we go. But a lot of people don't go there, right? They don't even go to the chat. So I thought, I'll tell you. So early November is expected launch for Coinwell, and I don't know whether the dual launching Coinaki at the same time. But Coinwell looks like it is early November. We knew it was Q4, but now we know it's early November is the real target time there, which is pretty good in the market cycle. We think about it, and we've got Black Friday out of the way. So I think it all work out. All right, so that is kind of cool. What else? Where are we up to? Got to 41 there. We're streaming. How many time? We're 51 minutes through, so we're doing well actually on time. So let's keep going down. We had Ape and Pulse at up 2%. And I'm going to stop here because this is kind of where we're break even with Pulse right now. So everything else, we're probably about 40, 45 coins that are doing better than Pulse right now in the trending. We're going to scroll down here and have a look at a few others though. We've got ALGO down here. We've got obviously X. We've got Finvesta down here. What else is interesting? 9inch, of course, controversial now, but 9inch is there and really being held up by SolidX, interesting enough. So not sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. 9mm, of course, doing a great job. So it's had a nice sort of matcha integration. So that's kind of cool. 9mm, underpriced probably is 9mm. That's my guess, but we'll have a look. What else are we going to talk about down here? UFO down here, Teddy Bear Takeover down here. Oink, which was a star yesterday, is just flat today. It's just down my 1% or so. SolidX is sitting at $3.73, and we've probably just seen a heavy rotation out of that into SolidX, into XGame, and probably see a reversal on that once staking comes out and all the rest of it. Minicock, which was flying yesterday, is down 6.8%. Zero Trust was also flying, down 6%. So we've got quite a few ones that were flying are down a little bit there. And there we go. We've got Pippi down the bottom here, down 15%. And good old Gophers there, the 404 contract down at the bottom as well. So with no volume. So that's kind of where we are right now on the markets. But we're going to go quickly to Gladiator Games and talk about that. So that's up next. Let's do that. Gladiator Games, of course. Tournament number 5 was held in the past weekend. And boy, was it good. So let me just scroll down here because we had the results, I think. This was the results of tournament number 5, the Fight for Glory, it was called. The arena has spoken and the champions have been crowned. This weekend's tournament was absolutely insane. Huge turnout, non-stop battles, $1,360 in Rome prize pool for the Generation 2 Gladiators. So every 2 or 3 weeks, the Gladiators go through a breeding cycle. We've got one more weekend coming up. Weekend tournament number 6 is going to be the final weekend for the main Gladiator Generation 2s. Then everyone will have to breed Generation 3s, guys. You're going to breed the Generation 3s. We got first place, it was Brad with $400 there. Second place was Rudolph at $300. And I must say, Rudolph is really getting good at this game. So we're going to see a big battle for the top spot there, I think. Third place there's Sandris. He's also playing really well. He's at $200 there. Then we had 4th to 5th place, $100. 6th to 9th place, $50. And 10th to 15th place, $10. And 16th to 25th was Legendary Gear. Now, I'm glad to say that I have... 2 weeks ago, I got Legendary Gear. Last week I got $10, and then this week I got $50. So yay to me! I'm slowly climbing the ranks of Gladiator games. So there we go. It just takes a bit of perseverance, getting more knowledge, upgrading, and all the rest of it, and getting better at your fighting skills. So I'm glad to say that I got into the $50 range there. So congratulations to moi. All right, cool. So this is one of the most intense tournaments yet, and next weekend's will be even bigger. Will you be the champion of the Coliseum there? So awesome stuff happening with Gladiator games. We have got a full top tier game playing on the PulseChain, and if you guys haven't got into it, you should. In fact, let me give you the link if you want to join up. I've got to go find it though. So let me find it first. Bam. All right, so let's go and give you the link. I'm going to put it in the chat here on YouTube if you guys want to join up. And let me find it first. Bam. All right, so this game does have referrals too, so you can use your link for referrals. So join up today, bring your friends, and you get 5% of the gold that they spend. So they're at 5% of the gold to spend. Seems pretty reasonable to me. We got the founder of Gladiator Games in the chat, guys. How about that? Congrats, Superman. I appreciate that. Yeah, I gave myself a clap. It's a bit unfair. It's a bit unfair. I gave myself a clap. What about all the other guys that didn't get a clap? But they got the money. So they did really well. You earned it. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did earn it. I really. There was a couple of easy kills. I must admit, I had a couple of easy kills because people walked away from the computer. But apart from that, I earned it. I did have some good victories. That is the link. That is the link there right now. If you guys want to join up in the YouTube. And I guess I'll have to post it on X as well. Let me do that while I'm here. I'm going to open up another browser here because I don't want to get rid of everything else that I'm doing. So if you're on YouTube, on X, you can just go to the comments, and I'm about to post it now. Play Gladiator games. 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 All right. That's bad. On live stream too. That's terrible. All right. So that is the link there. So if you guys go and underneath the live stream, you'll be able to see that. So go check that out. All right. That's cool. So Gladiator Games, that is last weekend. But guys, we have this weekend too. We have this weekend as well. So let's go into this weekend's looks. I think this weekend's coming up. So we have a midweek tournament too. Okay, so we've got a midweek tournament. This is not the weekend. We have the major contest is on the weekend, but we have a midweek tournament, and it returns. So this Wednesday, 5 p.m. CST time or 11 p.m. UTC, it will run for 24 hours, only one day. And it's a new tournament type. Everyone has an equal chance to win. Everybody. That's cool. No gear or training advantage. Woo! This dev. Hey, the dev's here. You're really ratcheting it up. Congrats, Superman. I love that one. You're really ratcheting it up here. So pretty awesome. Yeah, that's Telegram. So if you haven't joined Telegram, definitely join up to Telegram there as well, because that's where all the people are with the action, all the gladiators, and you get all the tricks and tips in there too. So well worth joining in. Everyone's pretty open and free about it. So it's not like people holding back the secrets. Generally speaking, there's a few probably little secrets, but most of them. Anyway, so we got new tournament type. Everyone has an equal chance to win. No gear or training. So if you want to play it now, guys, you can play it without any issues here. You won't have to, be full on. And of course, focused on friendly competition and pure skill. There we go, guys. So this is for new people. Really great. Prizes will be paid out in Rome. So the first prize will be $20 for the first, $15 for the second, and $10 for third and sixth. Top 10 earn silver. That's worth $5 of silver as an in-game currency you can use in the store. Use it to buy custom gear, and that's very important in the game, guys. Custom gear. It's like getting your dream gear. It's really amazing. Must complete at least 5 battles to qualify for silver. Okay, so you must do at least 5 battles. Don't just watch, step into the arena 100%. So that is pretty cool, and that is from the team there. So I'm going to repost that now. And so that's coming out. So kind of cool. So yeah, let's. You guys know what I'm going to do. You guys know. But we're going to do it. Play today. Play Gladiator games. And we're going to put the link there. There we go. I don't know what's happening with my spelling, guys. I don't know what's spelling. But we got bam. There we go. That is kind of cool. We got Xavier, man. He's got 480,000 followers, guys. He's a real legend in the space. And he's even following Gladiator games, guys. So time to get into it. That's huge. So kind of cool. Lots of love to the people there. So that's looking good there. I don't know if they've got anything else. Yeah, so we'll keep our tabs on when the weekend tournament's up as well. But at the moment, this is a new tournament type. You don't need, no gear or training advantage, just a friendly competition and pure skill. So go into that. Kind of cool. All right, so that is Gladiator Games. And I think we did good coverage there. Who else has jumped in the chat? I think that's it. I've got 5 comments, it says, but I don't see the comments. Comments, but I don't see it. All right, so let's jump over to you guys know it. What's out this week, guys? The weekly monster thread, man. The weekly monster thread. Oh, we got Jason in the house to try to fight the AI on the battle page. Yeah, gotta do that. In fact, I might share the site at the end of the live stream. We'll have a quick look at the Gladiator Games at the end. So you guys hold on for that if you want to see where all the magic is happening. If you want to come and play, I'll show you where it is. PulseChain weekly monster thread number 23. 23 weeks of awesome PulseChain monster news around PulseChain. It really does encapsulate all the things that are happening. If you're doing something out there and it's newsworthy, it could be climbing a mountain, it could be helping a grandma across the road, whatever it is, you will get in the monster thread there. And of course, here's the title. So Richard's birthday. And I'm going to post a link to this in the chat there, but I also post it in the other place as well. So it's the monster thread. Big shout out to MBS Crypto, the editor-in-chief and the promotional lead for the Kryptonite show, working hard to get this out, and it is out. It's been out for less than a day, so you guys are getting in early here. Perfect for if you're busy and if you want to share to other people to bring them into PulseChain. Kind of cool. All right, so let's have a look here. So Richard's birthday, XGame sponsorship, Hyperlane's milestone, and much more. And of course, Richard's birthday. So Richard's birthday was widely celebrated by the community with best wishes from all these people. PLS, XPLS, which is Crypto Class, Tam, and Hex have Vida out there. Some of the big female influencers in the space. Shaz Will there as well, and Mr. Robbie Davidson, of course, huge XOG and pretty big player in the space. Do you guys know who Robbie is? He's a pretty big player. He's quiet, but he comes out every so often. So nice little picture there of Richard Hart's birthday. Awesome. Promo tablet updates. So happy birthday, Richard, of course. This week, Richard Hart shared updates on the promotional tablets, 100,000 given away already. So it's pretty cool. We had a few little insights around that too, about all the ones going out. In fact, I might pull that up, actually. Should we do that? So, yes, 700,000 LCD tablets were donated to charity, but not given away. 100,000 were given away already. That's about $10.5 million of value at retail prices. So awesome stuff. And he thinks 200,000 might have magnets as well. So pretty awesome. That's from Richard Hart. So big shout out to him. How many views he had on that? 87,000 on that. So it's kind of cool. So that is from Richard Hart. Promotions. And of course, we're expecting 1 million to go out by the end of the year, right? So it's just ramping up there at the old Hive. They call it the Hive warehouse. I think it's in California there. Ivan covers Era. So Ivan on Tech, one of the big, truly big crypto influencers in the world, 493,000 followers. Hex True, of course, is Eva on Tech. She's one of the PulseChain female influencers out there. And she got posted, her post that she put up got reviewed by Ivan on Tech on his live show, and got a lot of cool comments on that. More Liberty. Liberty Swap, of course, we've talked about quite regularly because it's a big deal for PulseChain. Liberty Swap implements ETH mainnet to wrapped ETH, and this is huge for PulseChain, right? If you're on the ETH, you want to bring some ETH over, it's going to be super easy. And it's got Pulse with fixed rate and other PulseChain assets coming. So that is exciting. Excellent news. Par Excellent shares a post showing BankX now out of EHEX, lifting market sentiment. That was obviously pretty exciting for the market. Was it 816 million EHEX was given by Hex Godwell to BankX, and the mistake of a century. Now, obviously, a lot of kudos goes to the Hex Godwell. He's helped make Hex and all that sort of stuff with the Hex God modes and all sorts of stuff back in, I think it was April, May 2020. So, big shout out. But unfortunately, it was a bit of a faux pas this time. So a bit of a faux pas. But anyway, BankX is out, guys. So EHEX is ready to run. And has done a little run so far. XGame and BKFC. So, B Roots, 114,000 followers. And, of course, Ian Heinisch with about 85,000 followers have got talked about the partnership with XGame from Firewall and BFK Wars. And you can see a picture of it here with the old fight there. It's just a picture, but that's the buckle near fighting. So they're on ice skates and then they box each other. Pretty crazy stuff, really. Think about it. So this is the XGame one here, biggest sponsor, and so XGame sponsored that. It was pretty cool. And here's the fights coming out. It's pretty crazy stuff. I mean, let's think about it. Humans are kind of crazy, right? I mean, let's look at this stuff. I mean, come on. But people love it. People love it. It is like Gladiator games, but modern, right? It's like modern Gladiator games. It'll beat down there. I don't know. Maybe Jason from Gladiator Games will do a bare knuckle ice skating game. I don't know. Who knows? But it is pretty cool. There we go. And look at that guy's been it's done. Anyway, so enough of that. But that is a big sponsor there from X Games, and X Games is about to launch. It's pretty imminent to launch, right? We know it's pretty close to that. Sacrifice wallet rumors, right? So everyone's excited about that. We ever see some of the sacrifice money move around. Your friend Somi, of course, one of the biggest influencers in the space here for PulseChain. He highlighted PulseChain SAC moving 4,900 ETH, and I think it was a bit more than that. I think it was up to 25 mil, and that doesn't include the 4,000 ETH or so that we had move a couple of months back sitting around. So yeah, 25 million plus dollars sitting out there somewhere doing something, getting ready, and a lot of people possibly matching that to the Explorer with the 404 in tracking of coins and second layer for PulseChain. All sort of stuff. If you guys haven't seen that, you can go check all that stuff out. But that's out there too, so we'll keep a track on that. We know Richard's got a lot of chess moves to make, so we wouldn't be surprised. Diamond Hand says, "Tell me your secrets." Yeah. Well, you have to get into the Telegram for Gladiator games for that, because some of the top tier players definitely got a few little secrets there that edge themselves up. Gladiator Games says, "I can't afford to lose any more brain cells." There's Gladiator Games here in the old ice skating boxing. Brennan says, once all the devices are sent out, I think RH will start some God candles. Yeah. So yeah, you're looking for a New Year pump there, Brennan. New Year's Day pump. He's done that before, isn't he? 2020, in 2020. God mud candle. So yeah, we got Altcoin Daily there. Also another big influencer. We've got Ivan on tech. We've also got Altcoin Daily, 2 million followers. They posted about Richard Hart beating the SEC, which kind of random post. And then we got this: Richard Hart bet the SEC. Why is Hex like it is? Why is Hex down? So yeah, that is where we are. I even booked Gladiator Games today. That's funny. Fast Abdul responded. He says Hex is better Bitcoin that did a 10,000x. Used to be that you could only buy drugs and sketchy things with Bitcoin, but now governments buy it. When Hex gets adoption, our conversation will be very different. So there we go. And we even got crypto coffee in there as well. More people need to know about it, and much of the industry gatekeeps it. Thank you for thinking of us as Tam. We are still here, never leaving, sir, the most battle-tested. We've got Crypto Clays as in the house as well. Richard Hart wants to jump the price after giving everyone a chance to get in and getting rid of some large positions, in my opinion. By the way, only supports Hex on PulseChain now. There we go. So a few comments there from some of the influencers in the space. And yeah, 2 million followers on Altcoin. So we've been getting some good press. I mean, it's all sneaky press. But some big influences that makes a contribution. Crypto Girl, of course, has come back. Of course, if you guys know Crypto Girl, fashion coder, she was obviously a big influence in the last cycle for PulseChain and Hex, particularly Hex, and she was pretty much the Hex girl, really. And she was doing Hex videos and everything, pretty cool. And she has hosted a family-friendly and fun X Spaces titled "Mastering the Art of Memes." So she's done a great job with that. And had a good viewership. She's doing a whole series of those, which is kind of cool. Along with Tam, because Tam's doing series as well. And I think the Easter Wild Easter does some, not as regular, but doing some as well. Bullish on Pulse, aka DIY Investing. Many of you will know, 57,000 followers. Shares why he is super bullish on PulseChain with comments from Optimus Prime and PulseChain Boss. Got some big influencers now starting to post stuff about how they're getting bullish about PulseChain. So that's a good sign too, isn't it? PDI conference was held, the first one. Coexistence, of course, another influence in the PulseChain community. And he held that with the PDI conference with guests, getting over 10,000 views on over 2 days. So that was pretty cool. And Somi was kind of the the anchor speaker. I just forgotten the name of it now. The keynote speaker. He was kind of the keynote speaker, but they had many other people from the community and so on. Now, there's some of the stuff I didn't like in the actual conference, but we'll leave that for you to decide. You can decide there. We got Resilience in Paradise. Crypto Hitman from Crypto Paradise reiterated PulseChain staying green during the widespread Black Friday. and of course liquidation event, and that's true. So because PulseChain doesn't have a lot of leverage in the system, and manipulation from that point of view, it's okay to have leverage as long as it depends on the manipulation, right? But we don't have that either. So it's two things, not just having leverage, but the people that can actually manipulate it, like centrally controlled, dumping assets down to close everybody out and all sorts of stuff. We do have Famous, which is a GMX fork, but it's actually quite a low. Last time I checked, quite a low amount of volume on there at the moment. It used to be very, very big, but kind of eased off there. Now we also obviously have Glow from Nexian, and we're going to be talking about that more in the future because I think that's a really great solution. And so, yeah, kind of cool. We'll see how that goes. But at the moment, PulseChain held up very, very well. Yeah, we did get a bit of a rotation, a bit of relatively play into some of the majors, but apart from that, it was pretty good. Matcha partnership. 9mm announces a partnership with Matcha, integrating 9mm on base. So that's a really good deal. We're getting some good brands that are getting integrated with our own platforms, and of course 9mm is the second biggest DEX. This is really, really important. So big shout out to 9mm, doing a great job there. A 1-inch integration as well. So Pulse CoinList, Pulse Swap just added 1 inch across all major networks, including ETHBase, Matic, and Sonic. So that's another key milestone there. So really good stuff happening. You guys, you might see the charts go up and down, but actually the PulseChain ecosystem is getting bigger and bigger, and some of these integrations are really, really important. So, talking about Matcha, you're talking about in the 1 inch, it really is starting to expand. We've had influencers starting to talk about us a bit as well, just a little green shoots of things, but these integrations are very important. So kind of cool. Then we've got obviously conferences, which we don't generally, PulseChain's not generally at a lot of conferences. There are a couple of people that do conferences. I'm thinking like Maddie Allen, and now we've got Crypto Crazy doing a whole ton of them. This is really cool to get the brand out, right? So Crypto Crazy there, token 2049 went crazy with Crypto Crazy from Liquid Lines sharing his thoughts on a massive token 2049 conference. And of course, he was at the conference X there, and it's a picture of him presenting there. So congratulations to the Liquid Loan teams there. Kind of cool to see that. So there we go. PulseChain, I said earlier, during the market cap, they went 500,000 transactions on the DEX screener. So it's the first time we'd had that, and that happened yesterday. So that was kind of cool. Just made it into the monster thread. How about that? Snuck in there. 500,000 transactions on DEX screener. So it's kind of cool. Like I say, typically we've been doing about 250 to 350, but this is in down market, right? We're relatively down market. So game on there. Little blues clues, little green shoots. That's what we want to see, and then we want to see mad gains after that. And we want obviously growth in the community and all the rest of it. The whole lot. We want it's our time. It's our time. All right, honorable mentions. We had 720. Of course, our crypto. He's been doing a 15-week hex challenge, hex staking or mining challenge, and he's on week 12 now. So big shout out to him. That's kind of cool. And the Greek God. Greek God there says my PulseChain survived multiple hurdles. Some of them positive, some of them negative, and that was a pretty good summary. And in fact, I read that out the other day. Now we also have some of the top protocols on PulseChain also inside the monster thread. We've got XGame Crash Game is about to be launched. We know it's on public testnet now. I've played a few of those, but it's about to launch. Could be the first big viral game on PulseChain. Multi-chain, as I said, lots of marketing budget, lots of KOLs, founders of base chain. There's lots of potential there. Telegram. 1.5 million potential users just on Telegram and X alone. Obviously you're going to get a fraction of that market, but it's still a big deal, right? Still a big deal. Rhinofy Combat token is in there as well. Now they have changed the game with the treasury, with the Pulse treasury. It looks really cool. We're going to watch that when PulseChain rallies. Watch out for teams like Rhinofy. Heartwood Dog anime comic book. We're so lucky to have had with Heartwood Dog. Honestly, the Hog series with the Hog as the main character. Pulse of the Fallen is the anime series on PulseChain. It takes into account a lot of community people, a lot of PulseChain influencers, a lot of celebrities out in the big wide world. It's got a lot of creative characters in there. It's got some project team characters. It's got a mix of everything, and the Hog team are doing amazing stuff with that. Season 1 has just finished last week, I think it was, and they're going to be having an intermediary series there around Somi and other characters there. And then, of course, they're going to come back to Season 2, which is going to be coming up as well. So we've got Heartwood Dog, and then we've got Radon as well, yield farming in upcoming AMA. So the upcoming AMA is going to be pretty exciting. You want to hear from Crypto Bro. He's doing a lot of partnerships in the background, so we're looking forward to some of that stuff. And then, of course, Gladiator Games, of course, the first really top-tier, fully operational game on PulseChain, and it's play to earn a 1-to-1 a fighting game. Of course, it's blowing up on PulseChain, and it's still early days, guys. So if you play now, you're an OG. That's all I could say. So we did get the hog, and they got their latest little addition out at the moment. So it's not just your cycle; it was just your turn. Lord Somi nailed it. So there we go. So that is pretty cool. And this is basically, I think, a bit of a play on PulseChain versus Solana. So hog versus Ansem and soy memes. So we've got all this in play there. That's a little snapshot from season 1 as well, with the fight between Hog and Conor McGregor. Pretty action-packed, as you can see. And you can actually watch the whole season on Hog on the website. So definitely go and read that. There's 14 chapters. So it's kind of cool. Some of the highlight ones were the Inverse Oracle, Semen Retention, and Eye of the Tiger. Definitely go worth checking them all out there at the moment. And Hog, of course, trading on PulseChain. So big shout out to the team there. We've got, I think, part of the video that they had here for this PulseChain versus Hog as well. You can watch that too. So it's pretty funny. Big battle on. Hog, of course, representing PulseChain. So yeah, game on there. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool anime series there. Also, obviously, got Rome, Gladiator Games. Tournament 5 just finished, as I said earlier. Tournament 6 coming up, where they got a midweek tournament as well. But $4,600 in prizes so far, guys, in 5 weeks. Pretty cool, especially during a down market on PulseChain. Good way for some people to earn some crypto incomes and prizes. But the game itself is just fun. So, and the animations will get continually upgraded, and the features are going to get continually upgraded. This is not a game you have to wait around for months. It just gets updated and updated and updated all the time, every week, every time it's getting updated. So the devs just onto it, and we love that. You know, in crypto, we like things to be now. I don't know, this is the way it is. But yeah, it is pretty cool. Pretty easy to get on to. There's a nice onboarding infographic there to join up. Pretty easy to do. And if you get in Telegram, of course, you'll be able to do all sorts of things. So they have quests and games and battles and resource hunting and all sorts of stuff. Quests, you know, it's in the game. And of course, Rome token there is on the market. You can pick that up today. Rome. All for Rome, as they say. So kind of cool. It's got some pretty good gameplay actually in here. Yeah, so look at a video. That's the intro video. Pretty badass. In the Colosseum there. Look at that. Bam! I love it. And that's kind of the fight play now. So this is some of the play action right now between some players. You have this countdown, and you can battle away. You can do kicks and strikes and wounds and blocking shields, executions, all sorts of stuff in the game. Pretty crazy. Pretty awesome. XGame, of course, is about to launch as well. So you're really coming into a gaming era for PulseChain. We're just at the beginning of it, though. So, you know, we've got Gladiator Games, we've got XGame. XGame's about to launch. It's going to be only a day or two away, surely. It's pretty close. And, of course, I've been playing around with that on stream as well. So XGame and Gladiator Games, man, they're the games to play right now. And this could be our first viral game because of the size of the support line behind it. And, yeah, pretty cool setup. I said earlier we got RhinoFi with the charging mechanism around Pulse. So I expect once this charging, you know, once PulseChain starts to run, this charging is going to have even a bigger play on the price of that. So keep a lookout for RhinoFi. Absolutely crushing it. And they've paid out how much? I think over 1 billion tokens in Pulse rewards. Yeah, 1 billion in Pulse rewards so far. And also burning their Rhino token as well. So doing a great job there, the old Rhino. So keep it up there. I think it's Derek and others at the team. So kind of cool. Radon, of course, innovating, and they got the big AMA coming out there. So Radon and BDI, it's an experimental BDI stablecoin, but they've got their AMA coming up October the 14th. So that's coming up probably within the next 24 hours. Is it? It's 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's coming up as well. So you can check that out. We have Crypto Bro there. He's pretty innovative with pools and also stuff, particularly on Nexian. Is kind of the guy. He did like maybe 50-60% of the pools on Nexian. With Radon and the deadly sins, it's 7 deadly sins, something like that. So Radon and PDI there, and you can earn yields in the farms there. Let's see what else we got going. A cool little video. Look at that. This was a video that they did because they did a game on Gladiator Games, which was pretty interesting. So Gladiator Games opening up lots of opportunities for other teams, and Radon had a big tournament there on the old Gladiator Games, which is pretty cool. They did a whole video for it. Isn't that cool? Bam! Oh, look at that. That's badass. Don't you love PulseChain, man? We get some good animations. It's really, really neat. And then, of course, we had some spotlights here. So community spotlights. We had some cool stuff. We had Craft. Of course, KR, the Ghost. The Dynamic Duo hosts frequent breaking news and discussion spaces focused on PulseChain developments. ecosystem updates and market analysis. We have CryptoGirl I talked about earlier, dedicated OG, and of course PulseChain Spaces host, often discusses memes, staking, and community vibes. We had Tam, of course, another female influencer, hosts educational spaces on Richard Hart, Hex, and staking strategies. And then we had Super Hex Win, of course, our very own TikTok star, promoting and spreading awareness of PulseChain and reaching 107 million views just on this one video. 1.7 million views. Isn't that amazing? So, PulseChain is expanding onto other platforms like TikTok. And you got people like Super Hex Win doing that. And I think Crypto Coffee and a few others are trying to trial it over there on the old TikTok. Now, it's a different type of format, different type of audience. So, you need different material for doing that, not necessarily highly educated in crypto, for example. So you got to do, stuff that this kind of entices, but there's a very large audience, right? So you do have to make some adjustments and, think about exactly how you're going to reach that new audience. But this sort of short video type with that sort of a experience type of approach has done very well. 1.7 million views. So not bad there from CBX1 there. Kind of cool. All right, so that is the Monster Thread, guys. Monster Thread number 23. 23 weeks of PulseChain weekly news, and we're coming up to half a year. It is exciting. And so a big shout out to MV Crypto, the editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread, and of course the promotional lead from the Crypto Night Show. Pretty awesome. Now, if you're a team out there and you want to get some promotional support, hit up MVS or myself, and we can help you out. So get on there today. Hit us up today. All right, what else? I think that's kind of it on there. No, it's not. We're going to go to X1, guys. We're going to go to X1, and then we might even have enough time to have a look at Gladiator games. So, no, we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Maybe we have to do it on another show. No, we have to do another show. But we've got XGames coming up, so let's do that. Not XGames, X1. So X1 blockchain, of course, from Jack Levin, the vampire there. So he's vampiring Solana this time. And we've got X1. So X1's been a couple of years in the making, and it is up and running. It will take probably, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 weeks to settle down. You've got to ramp up the chain, but like PulseChain had, right? And so you got to get out any little tweaks, any things that are unseen when you go from testing to operational. There's always a few things that need to be checked up. They've already had one issue that they had to deal with. Looks like everything is up and running pretty smooth now, though. And so they've got 577 nodes right now, all near network nodes. They've got 503 that are active, eligible to produce actual blocks, and they've got 293 actually producing blocks right now. So that is the active set. Should I go to full screen? Let's go full screen on this, Bam. And they've got currently an Epoch 17. There are 216,000 slots in every Epoch. So Epoch takes a little time to go through, but they're 94% through the latest Epoch there, number 17. Pretty exciting. What else are we going to say? What else? A high-pitched voice then. I don't know whether that happened. We got 1.3 million block height at the moment. What else there? Let's scroll down. Have a look at some other stuff going on here. Health score is 87%. Network uptime. They probably want to get that into the high 90s, there's no doubt. High 90s. So ramping up here the first 2 weeks. Only been out for, 5 days? Maybe something like that. Something like 5 days. We've got the world map of the validators. You can sort of see most of them in US and Europe, and then a few, we've got one here down in South America, and one over here in Africa, in Nairobi, Kenya. Let me know in the chat there if you guys have been in Nairobi. But that's kind of it at the moment. Transactions per second, 656 guys per second. 656 transactions per second, pretty amazing. Max TPS has come down a lot. That was at 15,700. It's down at 656 now. They've all got the same numbers for some reason, but average block time is 0.03 seconds, so pretty amazing. From that, I can't get rid of this little picture here. Network health monitor. This one here says 94%, so I'm not sure the difference between the two, but there's the player. What else? Everything looks pretty good, doesn't it? They've got the blocks on the left side, they've got the transaction on the right. Everything is ticking away here for the old chain. Now, we do have the validators, so we can go to the validator map. Kind of cool. And there is a validator reward program, so that's kind of ticking away there at the moment. So that is the main chain. So that want to get that, make sure that runs really hot for 2 weeks at least, and then they're going to be launching XDEX, right? So XDEX is coming. So the only DeFi that you've really got on X1 at the moment is the validating that's going on, right? With the blocks rewards, with XNT as the main fee coin. But XDEX is coming, and that will open it up dramatically, right? Having a DEX operational. And this DEX will also be launching, I think, with the GGN Launchpad So it's going to be potentially 2 protocols operating, and so you're going to have some of the key stuff that you normally have on a blockchain. But this is going to be huge. So you're going to have farming, you're going to have liquidity, of course, providing liquidity pools. You're going to have swapping, buying and selling. Presumably they'll have, at this time when the XDEX goes live, they will also have not just XNT trading, which a lot of people will be just claiming on that. They do have a price support system for XNT, which they're trying to hold at least at $1, I see. And then, of course, the other one is Signum, right? So the other side of X1 is the proof of stake is validating, right? But the proof of work side of it is Zen blocks, which you can do separately. And Zen blocks have been mining for what, 2.5 years, something like that, or maybe 2.25 years, something like that. We're just at halving, so maybe it's about 2.25 years, something like that. And so that's going to have Signum operating, and it's got a few other tokens like super blocks that people earn, but I think those are probably going to be used for maybe a staking multiplier. Now you're going to be able to stake your XNM for, which is Signum for XNT, the feed coin. So we'll see how that goes. And also, some of the other tokens. There's an XUni token, which was going to be the DEX token. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with the XUni. We'll find out. But at the moment, XDEX has a token called XDEX. So presumably that's going to be the name of the DEX token, and so on. Now this will be dual token, right? So we have in connections between X1 and Solana chain. So that's going to be a pretty big deal. So we'll keep watching out for that. You're going to be able to stake your DEX token, of course, on here. And it'll be cool. You're going to be able to valid stake as well, which means that you can put it into their validator and earn XNT coin, right? So it's like delegation, basically delegating rather than setting up your own validator. You're delegating to a validator. I think that's the way that works. Obviously, you'll be able to mint your own token. So you'll be able to create a token on the X1 chain. It would be pretty popular. Pair it up, onto the Solana chain. They got the portfolio page with all the stuff that you could possibly do in the DeFi on this DEX. And then, of course, they've got the DGN Launchpad, which is already operating, as I understand it, on Solana. You'll be able to do all this sort of stuff, right? So DGN, just like pump tires and stuff like that. You'll be able to launch tokens not only just on Solana, but you could launch it on X1 when that's available, and also a dual launch on Solana and X1 at the same time. So could be a lot of opportunities here on the old X1 here and Solana Vampire Slayer. There we go. And now X1 does have all the bells and whistles. I think there's IGN layer and everything else, so you can stake other chain tokens and earn yields and stuff like that. So could be pretty big. We're going to see. And if it operates slicker and faster and all that with all the bells and whistles that Jack and Sun Tzu have added, then that could be very, very good during this bull market. And you can't argue the timing is probably perfect for launch. So well done. Keep a look out there for that. Always looking for opportunities in the old crypto space. Now, if you haven't joined our strategy club, links in the video description on YouTube, and of course up in the profile top there on X if you want to join up strategy club today. It's a private club, of course. There we go. So get into that. What else? I think that's it for that. So let's jump away and go back into, we're going to have a quick look at Gladiator games before we finish the show. We've got a huge crowd audience watching at the moment, so welcome to everybody. If you guys haven't smashed the follow button on X, go up to the top of the profile and smash the follow button, and share the channel around, share the show around, really helps. If you're on YouTube, of course, don't forget to subscribe as well on all the 3 different YouTube channels, streaming on the Crypto Night Show, streaming on Superman Crypto, and streaming on the Pulse X channel as well. So 3 YouTube channels there, smash the subscribe button, and also on X as well. All right, so let me set something up here. I'm going to have to try, let's see how fast I can do this, see how fast I can set this up. I'm going to go super fast. And I'm going to get rid of all that and pull it up. Let's go. I have to make this a little bit bigger though. Let's see. And we're going to go to Gladiator Games default, I guess. Go to default view and add this in. We're almost there, guys. And shall I add the audio? Let's do it. Add the audio too. And bam, there we go. We're in it. That's movie metal, and we're not there yet. We're going to go back here. No, we're going here. We're going here. All right, there we go. I thought I had it smooth, but it wasn't as smooth as I thought. Let's go up the top here. Now I've got the link. If you're watching live on X, you got the link to Gladiator Games in the comment below. If you're on YouTube here, you can find it in the chat comments. Gladiator Games, and we'll look forward to joining. Now it's only we're only in the beginning of week 6. The tournament 6 is coming up this weekend, and so you're early in the game, right? First couple of months particularly early, right? So you're super early, and the prizes have been, the first 4 weeks were like between $550 and $800. Last weekend, the tournament price was just under, probably just over $400 if you include all the non-gear prizes, but around $1,400. And there's a tournament on this weekend, and then there's the big tournament in the weekend. That's so tournament number 6. So it's going to be pretty fun. Now, at the moment, you can be on the homepage. Pretty much all you have to do is get a wallet, get a DGM wallet, put some Pulse in it. Once you've got some Pulse in it, you can then go buy some gold. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 Pulse equals 1 gold. And you can click the buy button there. If you want to withdraw your winnings, you can do that. Now, it has to be 100,000 gold to withdraw, just take that into account. And you also have a referral. So if you want to share it to your friends who like gaming and crypto together, you can come and copy your referral and share it there. You'll earn 5% of the gold they spend over the first 1 month. So you can go do that, right? Now, some of the things you can do, a lot of things. I'm not going to go through a whole gameplay this live stream. We're just having a quick look, but there have been a few little changes, and I want to talk about that quickly. Before we do the little changes, I'm going to go to the tournament page and just let you know. So if you want to go tournament, you can do that. I've got to get rid of the wallet, so you got to tab that off. We might change that actually. We'll talk to the boss about that. But we're going to go Gladiators there and go to talk to the Emperor, should they? Talk to the Emperor. So we're going to go to the tournament page. Is that the tournament page? Yeah, so it looks like they've updated this. So this is fantastic. Look at this. So this is the new tournament page. I haven't even seen this. This is hot off the press, guys. I haven't even seen this myself. So we've now got a Gladiator Games Tournaments Hall of Fame. Woohoo! This is brand new. I never saw this. I never saw this before the live stream. So this is huge. So pretty awesome. So we've got Brad as the champion. He's won the last couple of weeks. We've got Rudolph number 2 and Sanders number 3 for the last tournament. That's tournament number 5. And we've got the past tournaments down here. If I click down here, you can see the past tournaments, and they just won the last one. That was the final standings there of the tournament, so kind of cool. But they've got upcoming tournaments. Look at that. I got the midweek one. That's the midweek tournament. Yeah, it's coming up. It's got a countdown too, so 1 day, 21 hours to go until the midweek tournament starts. $75 in Rome up for grabs. And then once that starts, it'll be showing under the current one there as well. So you'll be able to join up. In fact, that's the one there. You can join today, actually. You can just find a Gladiator. And Generation 1 Gladiator, actually. This is a Generation 1 game, so you can play Generation 1. Straight away, you can do this right now. You can do it now, and you can join up there. That's kind of cool. So I might do that myself, play with my Generation. Now, Generation 2 Gladiators are the main one at the moment. Let's go to the battle, and the battle right now has been changed as well. So these are all changes, guys. Now, this is how quickly the dev is updating things. It's so good, so exciting environment for Gladiator games. And all you have to do is select your Gladiator. There's Gladiator Generation 1s, there's Generation 2s. As you guys know, I'll get my Gladiator Generation 2, my feared Galactus. Galactus is truly feared. Even if I don't win the tournament, they still fear it. They fear Galactus. I'm kidding. But the Galactus is there. They should fear it. If anyone knows was it MCU universe or whatever. You can play regular battles, AIs. You can play easy. You can play medium. You can play hard. I tell you what, I played hard and medium yesterday with Brad. Man, it's hard. We're gonna have to probably wait till we evolve and breed a little bit into the higher levels to fight these guys. But easy was competitive. I played easy. That was pretty cool. Tower of Power, that's coming soon. So you know how the Crash game's coming? Well, this is going to have its own Crash game, right? So inside Gladiator games. So the Gladiator gamble against AI. You'll be able to place a wager and fight an AI. Win to double your stake, lose and the wager is gone, right? So you can win to double your stake and loser and the wager is gone. Yeah. I was playing medium and hard, and we got Jason, the Gladiator Games dev, in here saying the updated the difficulty. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, so it's a little bit easier than it was, so because it was pretty impressive. But I might play an easy game just to finish the show off as a style. The other one that's launched just now is Tower of Power. Defeat. It's not launched yet. It's coming soon. But defeat increasingly strong AI on each floor. Lose and run the ends. Stack wins each reached checkpoints. Earn unique points at milestones and 1 run per Gladiator. So these are 2 new gaming features inside the game. So you can play multiple games. You can play against AI. You can try and win prizes. You can go on quests. You can fight AI battles. This for training. So there's a good training, right? Regular AI, just train. Get good at playing the game. And then you can come in to the tournaments after that, and you can compete in the tournaments, right? So you can play IA and crypto, or you can go in the tournaments in crypto. So this is going next level. So I said this game's not mucking around. This is the dev is just constantly adding new gaming features to this. So it's really, like I say, the first full top tier game on PulseChain right now. Pretty awesome. And then, of course, coming out there, we got to know that Mafia's coming soon. That's got the final couple of legs to go. It's like 90% complete. Once that's out, there'll be another top tier game on PulseChain, of course. And then, of course, we've got XGame launching maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We don't know. It's pretty damn close. So we'll have 3 top-tier games on PulseChain, Gladiator games, X Games, and Mafia. And look, there's more games coming. We've got Giza coming. Apparently it's going to be another version of Mafia, but different. They'll have their own dynamics for it. So, gaming's just starting to take off, and at the right time in the cycle too. Could be pretty epic. But Gladiator games really leading the way with the big cash prizes every weekend. Come on, guys, that's awesome. And the more people that play, the bigger those cash prizes will be. It's that simple. And with these new gaming features now, like this battle, which is completely new. This has just changed the last day or two. I mean, it's brand new. And Tower Power's coming and gamble against AI. So it's a bit like a crash game, but on the Gladiator games. Place a wager and fight AI, win to double your stake, lose and the wager is gone. And of course, Tower Power, defeat increasingly strong AIs on each floor. Isn't that awesome? So that people love that stuff. Lose and the run ends. So stack wins and reach each checkpoints, or stack wins and reach checkpoints. Earn unique rewards at milestones and 1 per gladiator per time. So these games are going to be really popular. So even when the tournaments aren't on, you can come and play all these battle games and earn crypto and bet yourself lucky there. Kind of cool. Now I'm going to play one little regular game of AI battle. Watch me get absolutely smashed. But we'll do my best. We'll do my best. Now, actually, I think I've got a chance. I think I've got a chance. We're going to use my best gladiator too, which is Galactus, and we're going to go on the easy level, and I'm going to start an AI battle. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Okay, wish me luck, guys. I'll try to talk while I'm doing it, and there will be noisy because I think I've got the sound on this time. So let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight.
All right, let's go. Already up, smackdown already, guys. Brutal. It was a good smackdown for me. It was totally smackdown for me. Let's go. Yeah. Right. So I'm doing a strike here. I'm doing some wounds. I haven't even put in my bandages or food yet. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so he's definitely. Alright, so button. When it gets down to 10% of the green health, I get the. When it gets down to the green level 10%, I get an extra move called Execute, and I use the Execute to finish off the player. It's kind of cool. I like that. It reminds me of when the Emperor does the thumb down, let's do the thumb down, and it's like, yeah, it's Execute. It's pretty fun. So you can kind of see it's nice and friendly. And there will be, there's lots of new game upgrades, which is pretty amazing. And in the future, there will be animation upgrades as well. So keep a lookout for that. So the game is constantly going to be improving and really going to be one of the top tier games long term on PulseChain. So it really is cool. Regular AI battles. I bet the easy one. That was pretty cool. So he has definitely rejigged the difficulty there because I did win, I think, yesterday the easy one, but that was even easier than yesterday as the medium one as well. But of course, there is the tournament on right now, which I had only just seen. So this is all brand new, guys. It's all brand new. And you can actually play Generation 1 Gladiator. So that one I used was a Generation 2. This is Generation 1. This is where you start off with. And my main Generation 1 player is the Chosen One. This will cost me 10,000 gold to enter, so it's really super cheap. What's that, like 6 cents? 6 cents or something to enter there. There are 2 people in there already. So someone that just joined since I launched, didn't they? This goes for the whole week, guys. So Generation 1 tournament, anyone can come and play this anytime. It runs for a whole week, and you can come and play there in the Generation there. So I'm going to actually register for that. So all I have to do to register is you're about to register the Chosen One, which is my best Generation 1 Gladiator. Play on equal playing ground with the others, week-long random for fun, 10,000 gold. So only like 6 cents or something like that. Pretty cheap. Is it even 6 cents? Is it 3 cents? 6 cents or something like that. So I'm now registered. So there's 4 people. Hey, there's 4 people registered all while I'm doing live stream. Isn't that crazy? So that's pretty cool. So welcome to the thing. So we've got 4 people now in there now. Look at that, 4 people. We've got Richard Hart. Is that the real Richard Hart? I don't know. But you guys, we've got Richard Hart in the game. OMG. Is that the real one? He loves gaming. I know he used to love gaming. So it could be Richard Hart. You just never know. So that is kind of cool there. And if I wanted, so I've registered now. It cost me 10,000 gold. It took my 10,000 out of my wallet. You can see that I had 46,000. Now I got 36,000. And now if I want to fight, I guess I can fight. Let's go to the chosen one. And when I click my Gladiator now at the bottom here, because that's the one I registered. You register here. You choose one of those and register. But you actually play here. So you play there. And you click fight tournament battle to fight one of these other people that are up there, right? So one of these other Death Eater, Richard Hart, and Nemesis there. I could end up playing against Richard Hart. Who knows? It could be happening. Yeah. The question is, are they there at the computer? That's the question. Is there anyone out of that list at the computer? They've got to be there at the computer. Sometimes people get into register and they walk away from the computer and then they just get killed, right? Because they're just standing there doing nothing. But I don't know if anyone's there right now. Maybe they're not. Oh, there we go. Oh.
9.
So we got Hot Girl.
7,
Hot
6,
Girl wasn't even
5,
in the
4, 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Oh, it's equal too. We're all both equally as powerful too. Look at that. Yeah, Hot Girl. There we go. Oh, I got smacked down there. Let's see. I like this where we're both equal. It's it's all based on kills. Yeah, this one. So yeah, there's different determinants. I don't know how that happened. I missed my kick. That's really bad. Missing your kick is really bad, guys. All I can say. Yeah. I love flying kicks. Flying kicks are my favorite, to be honest. If I can, I think we're doing pretty even at the moment. Pretty even. Need to get the upper hand, guys. Yeah, we're both flying around a bit, aren't we? Yeah, that was a good smackdown. That was a good smackdown. That was a good one. It was probably our best move during the game, to be honest. Strike. Nice kick there, nice kick. I missed another strike there. Yeah, I was like tripping them out there. Got the execute button.
Victory.
Now, one of the mistakes that Hop Girl was. So one of the mistakes that Hop Girl was doing was she wasn't using bandages and food that I could see. So she forgot to replenish herself, and so Hop Girl ended up getting done, unfortunately for Hop Girl. But Hop Girl came in there, so Hop Girl needs to learn that. I don't know, Hop Girl might be new to the game, but Hop Girl came in just at the end there, and so on. And now I'm at the top of the table. Woo! First time ever in history here on Generation 1 Gladiator. So at the moment there's Generation 1 and there's Generation 2 Gladiators. Generation 2 obviously superior. They have more qualities on your Gladiator. So qualities are these things down the bottom here. You can upgrade them. You can speed up those qualities so that you can go to the next level and make your Gladiator strong by paying a Rome token. It's not, it takes a bit of Rome token to do that, but if you want to get to the top of the tables, one of the things you need to do. That's easy. You can run out for 24 hours or upgrades. We've got those There's a Generation 2. You can obviously go to filter. There are no Generation 3 yet, so they're coming up next week, I think, after this tournament. Not this weekend, but the tournament weekend after. You'll be able to breed. And then Generation 2 is there, and Generation 1, of course. So, if you're starting, Generation 1's kind of where a lot of people start. But pretty awesome, right? Look at that, those upgrades. This just happened in the last 2 days, guys. We've got a super dev doing super things, and it's very, very cool. So, yeah, there is battles. You can play player versus player. So you can set up custom players, or you can do the AI lobby here. And they've got some pretty awesome games coming down the line there. So Gladiator Games, man, it is happening. It is happening. It is happening, yeah, boy. Kind of cool. Looks like I won a bit of gold there. Looks like I won 10,000 gold for that thing. It looks like it. So I think you have to, when you play on the tournament, you have to bet 10,000 gold. So there's 10,000 gold up for grab. Nice. So how are we doing for time? Oh, we're way past time, and now I'm 45 minutes. That's crazy. We've got a huge bunch of people watching now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is a sneak peek of Gladiator Games. We're going to be covering it more and more and more on the top tier games now on PulseChain, and rapid innovation, which we love. And of course, crypto and gaming combined. You can't ask for better than that. Very, very cool. Fun. All right. What else? What else do we say? I think that's it. That's the link there to Gladiator Games, and you can find it on X in the video, in the comment section. Look forward to seeing you there as a player. And pretty cool. Now, if you want a quick start, don't want to build up your Gladiator slowly and surely during the week, you can just go to the store. Once you put some gold in, go to the store, and you can buy a starter pack. Pretty easy to do. You can either buy a Primus or an Invictus. You'll get not only top tier Gladiators, but you'll also get all the armor, and then you'll be able to buy that as well. So you just have to click Legendary, for example, Tier 2 if you want Tier 2 Gladiator. Pick the type of gladiators you want, whether you want swords and shields and things. You get 2 of them. Write the names of your gladiators in the boxes below, and then click buy, and that's it. Then you'll have some pretty cool gladiators. You'll then want to go to your gladiators. You'll find them here. Jump into them. You have to equip all that gear that you bought with the quick starter pack, and just double click on the items, and it will put the items in the pack. See, I put those boots there. Just double click it out, double click it in, and you'll see it's putting the clothes on all the gladiator. Once you've equipped all the gladiators, you pretty much ready to go. The other thing, of course, is the gladiators have qualities. You want to make this is a Generation 1 gladiator, but you want to make them better. You can just go through, and if you want to speed it up, you can pay Rome token. If you want to really get them up top tier quality for every generation, you can do that. Pay Rome token there as well. So it's kind of an upgrade there. Not bad. All right, I think that's it. There's a quick guide there. So kind of cool. We'll see you there in Gladiator Games. Look forward to it. It's going to get bigger and bigger, and you guys can be part of the the empire, part of the journey, part of the gladiators. That'd be pretty cool. All right, take care, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was quite the show, and we might actually finish out with a bit of Richard Hart. Should we do that? A bit of Richard Hart to finish the show off there, since it's been such a fun time. We'll get a bit of a sentiment chain, an old pulse chain. I think it's getting ready to rock, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, and get into the tournament, start playing some of these AI games, and we'll talk more about that, and maybe we'll have something special coming up on the show as well around Gladiator Games. You just never know. All right, take care. Bye for now.
You could get a god candle at any moment. You could get a giant candle at any moment. You could get a giant. It's easier to get them at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.